Hi and welcome everyone to our 37th episode of The Little Inside. As you might have guessed, my name is still Tobi, and this week I'm going to talk a little bit about stage 2 of the meditative process, where it's all about present moment awareness. So let's get started right after the intro. The monkey mind. We all know what I'm talking about right now. If you have ever sat down and tried to bring your attention to the breath or the body and keep it there for a little while, then you will naturally have noticed that the mind is a very busy thing. It's constantly jumping from topic to topic, from thought to thought, from emotion to emotion, and it's constantly creating stuff. It's a very creative thing, the mind. So that mind, which is so busy, so cluttered all the time, has actually one huge problem. It can't really enjoy itself. It cannot feel happiness. The only thing it can actually feel are short moments of pleasure or excitement. But that's not a profound sense of actually inner well-being or happiness. In order for your mind to feel really happy, released, and relaxed, to be peaceful, we have to undergo a process. It's a process of filtration. So as in stage 1 of the meditation, we have filtered out all the physical tension that's there. We have filtered out all the internal energetic tension that's there. The body is now nice, relaxed, well composed, and at ease. And now we're slowly approaching the filtering process of the mind. And the first two things we got to let go of to go deeper is the future and the past. So the mind is primarily thinking about the future and the past. It approaches the future in terms of hope or fear, approaches the past simply as memories or regrets, feelings of guilt and shame. And so sometimes it just simply gets stuck in the past. What was that sound just now? Or was that a dog? Yeah, right there you're stuck in the past already. It's a bit more subtle, but nonetheless, we are stuck with a certain sound, a smell, an experience that just happened. So the mind tends to either get stuck in the past or wander off into the land of fantasy we call future. Such a cluttered mind is unable, as I said before, to actually be happy. Now, in order to have a happy mind, you want to cultivate a simple mind. The more simple your mind actually is, the more still. You can also say still. You can say still or simple is the same thing in terms of the mind right here. So if your mind becomes more simple, more still, then there's a natural sense of well-being and happiness that emanates from that simplicity in the mind. When it comes to the guided meditation, I usually then say broaden your awareness, open up your awareness, and notice the various sounds that are all around you. Become aware of the various feelings in the body. And notice as your attention is wandering from experience to experience in the realm of the 5 senses. So whatever you're experiencing right now, may it be a smell, a taste, a sight, watching this video, maybe your attention is all with your eyes, hearing my voice, or hearing other things around you, or feeling the body, or the 6th sense actually, thinking about something, being lost in the mental fabrications. So all of these kind of senses, they appear and disappear rapidly, moment by moment. And our attention goes from sense to sense, if you notice. It will go from your ear, then all of a sudden you feel something in your knee. Then all of a sudden you hear a bird. Then all of a sudden you see something. Then you smell something. Then you think about it. Then you come back to just hearing. And that goes quite rapid. So your attention is wandering rapidly from sense to sense. So here in this stage, you want to just let your attention wander rapidly from sense to sense. However, we are reducing the experience, our attention, to just 2 or 3 of the most important senses that are active at this stage. So I'm talking about sounds, feelings, and in a limited way also sights. And I'm referring to something that might be seen even behind closed eyelids, like a sense of lightness or darkness, and a sense of a flickering or something happens behind your closed eyelids. So that can also be a place where your attention naturally goes. When keeping your attention in the realm of sound, feeling, or sight, and allowing it to jump back and forth, then you are present. In that moment, when you are aware of what is happening right now in this moment, then that we call present moment awareness. It's very simple actually. At the moment where you're attentively listening to something, or when you're attentively really feeling your body, that's present moment awareness. At this stage, it is absolutely fine to think. You can think about whatever is going on right now. You can have thoughts such as, come back to the feelings, or, oh, that's a bird. What is this? These kind of thoughts will be absolutely normal and natural. Just don't get stuck in any past or future thoughts. So at this stage, this is what we want to avoid. This is what we want to let go of. And the way to let go of past and future thoughts is not by going to a full-on war against them, but by actually withdrawing our attention from those thoughts and bringing it into a sense experience that happens right now. That's the reason why we really bring our attention to feelings, sounds, or sights. Ajahn Brahm, actually, he gives a very good example about this. He compares that a little bit to you being a host at a party, and you stand at the door, and there is a long line of guests that all come your way, and your job is to simply greet every one of those guests. So you say, hello, welcome, you shake their hand, and you let them move in. Then the next one comes, hello, welcome, and let them move in, hello, welcome. That's all you need to do. You don't want to get stuck in a conversation with any one of those guests. Your job is to just welcome each one as they pass, so that this line can quickly move into your house, one after another. If you get stuck with any single guest, then all the other guests, you're missing them out. They move behind that guest. They also move into the house, but unseen. You don't know who comes in, you don't know who goes out. So you need to be spot on, mindful of what is happening right now in this very second. And it is by far not enough to just practice this technique while you sit on your mat. Let's say you sit for half an hour in the morning every day, maybe half an hour in the evening, that there is still 23 hours of your day and night that might be left unused. And it's really important to practice during the day off the mat. And you want to practice this technique as well. The way I do it usually is, I bring attention to the body as I breathe in, feeling the body. That's from the first technique, right? You breathe in, feel the whole body. Breathing out, releasing tension as good as I can. Then I usually just bring my attention to anything that arises right now, right here. For example, a feeling in my knee. My hand is touching my knee right now. Then I hear a sound. Then I feel a wind on my skin right now. So then I just stay aware of where my attention goes from moment to moment to moment. So this is practicing present moment awareness. And you want to do that throughout the day. Each time you can do it like a micro meditation, like a little thing that you do in between when you're walking, sitting in the train, on the way to work, wherever. Just feel the body as you breathe in, checking in, taking a deep, comfortable in-breath. As you breathe out, really releasing tension in the body as good as you can. You can do that a few times if you like it. And then just stay aware of how it feels like to be simply here. And there is sounds, there's feelings, and everything moves from second to second. It's pretty fascinating actually observing the aliveness in your body, the aliveness that exists all around us. And it takes you out of that forest, that thicket of random thoughts about what will happen, what did happen. And this is a big, big loss of energy actually each time when your mind goes out in the future or past. you're losing so much energy for nothing. So we can use our thoughts and direct them skillfully so that we always come back into what is and stay anchored in the present moment. This you can consider to be something like your own center. So this is actually all that comes to mind for this time about the stage of present moment awareness in the meditative process. And as usual, I hope that it was useful and helpful for you guys. And if you do have any questions or you want to share your experiences with other meditators, feel free to write it just down in the comment section below. And for now, I think that's good enough. And I wish you a wonderful next week. Looking forward to see all of you again next Wednesday. Bye-bye.